Welcome to the Heart-Centered Entrepreneur Podcast. I want you to be rich. Yes, I want abundant financial success for your business. But I don't just care about your business making money. I care about you too. I want you to be rich in happiness, in the impact you make, in your relationships, and in how you give back. I'm Anna. I built my six-figure business as a side hustle while I was pregnant with my daughter in 2016. Now I've helped dozens of women do the same. I'm here to help you build a profitable, heart-centered, fully booked business with the latest tips on sales and visibility, with proven mindset hacks, and sneak peeks behind the scenes with what's working right now in the online space and in my business. Ready to make more money with heart? Let's go. Hi, sweet friends. I was thinking about something this week I wanted to share it with you, and that's that I think I used to think that I would get to a place in my fitness, in my business, in my life that I would eventually essentially not need community or help or coaches. And now I've realized that it's okay to permanently, for me, need support, right? And it's not that I don't take breaks from therapy or breaks from the gym, right? But it's that I think we are for me, I know I will always work out better in community, that I can go to a class and I can have fun with other girls, right? And I see this for women in business sometimes too, where they're like, oh, I need to figure everything out and then I can deserve to invest in this mastermind, right? Or oh, I'm depending on my coach too much. And not that we shouldn't always be the CEO of our business and always trust our intuition. But what I want to say is when there are big businesses, they almost always have a board of directors, right? An operating team. It's normal that businesses are having multiple people, financial advisors, marketing advisors, businesses always have strategic support and guidance. And so I think as small businesses, we deserve that too. And I give myself permission to that. Always have a coach. Oh, I always have a team. I always have that support. And that's what I feel like has really helped me and kept me moving so fast and so good is I'm not just depending on my own energy, because to be honest, my energy goes up and down. I have challenges, personal challenges that you don't even know about, right? I have a lot going on, but what's beautiful about having a team and having a coach and is my business consistently has positive energy because of the other people that are in it with me, right? It constantly has decisions being made because my coach is helping me make a decision, right? And what I want to say is as our business grows, it's okay to always need support. I have many women that do my mastermind round after round after round as they're growing, as they're scaling. I have many of my one-on-one clients that I've worked with for 5+ years. And that is because, it's okay as a growing business to always need someone to bounce decisions off of, to work on our mindset in a really personal way. I want to say that because I feel in certain places of my business, I used to tell myself oh, I need to figure this out on my own. No, we're not meant to do life alone, right? Okay, I wanted to share, I'm so excited because if you're listening to this in real time, I'm doing early enrollment for my mastermind. This next round, I'm only letting 12 women in this group because I have something special that I'm actually doing this summer. I'm going to reveal that a little bit later, but I'm not quite ready to yet. But I really am excited to have 12 in this next round of the mastermind. Basically, it's my private coaching, my private clients, but you're in a group, right? We divide into 2 pods. So every call has 6 people. So you have lots of personal attention from me. But the nice thing about it is on a week where maybe you're feeling low energy, you can just show up and listen to the call. You don't have to have a question. I really find these pods have worked so well. I think we're on our 12th round of the mastermind now, and I'm doing early enrollment. So that means that even though the mastermind doesn't start for 2 more months, if you enroll early and save your spot, I get to do a one-on-one session with you now. What I've seen is this really helps you get set to hit the ground running when the mastermind starts. It helps you figure out cash infusion and really some strategic action steps so that those 6 months can be so transformational in your business when it comes to creating multi-6 figures on a 3-day work week. So I want to talk a little bit about just a few of my favorite things about the mastermind because I realize I don't talk about it very much, even though it's literally the crown jewel of my business. My mastermind girls are the girls I can't live without, right? Really the group that when we meet 3 times a month. And so on the week that we don't meet, I always miss them. How it looks is at the start of the month, we do a group training or a workshop. We do quarterly planning so that you don't have to plan the 12 weeks of your business strategy, your money strategy alone. Another month, we do a little retreat, a money mindset session, and we also have a guest speaker that comes in. Otherwise, it's our pod coaching calls. right? So that you're not feeling like you're behind. All you have to do is show up, get coaching with me, get support from your mastermind sisters. These sessions are just beautiful. And what I like about them is we have real convos that obviously I share some with you about my life and business on the podcast, but I share even more authentically in the mastermind sessions with those women about some of the struggles I'm facing in my business or new things or new ideas. Like I can share those innovations in real time. So it's almost like better than the podcast in that you're getting in real time what I'm seeing is working with marketing and just little snippets of I can just share like, ooh, that happened to me or this is what I did. And I just find that those conversations are so real because they're us and it's confidential. And I just feel like the pods get so close and everyone walks away with at least one biz bestie. And because we've had the mastermind for 12 rounds now, I have seen people make beautiful friendships and business partnerships from meeting women in the mastermind just because it's such a really high vibe space. So that's one of my favorite things is just the real conversations. I also love that it's daily support. Like nowhere else in my business will you get this much support when it comes to having access to me. You can post in Slack I need you to review this website copy. I need you to review this email sales sequence for my funnel, right? I'm feeling stuck with this client situation. Obviously take the client name out, but like, here's what's happening. What should I say? Like, I'm a hands-on coach that's going to write you like 2 paragraphs back. And if you are wanting to work 3 days a week, if you're wanting to take months off in your business, the nice thing about daily support is like, there's no behind in this program. And it really is me scaling you to where you want to go income-wise in a really personal way because I'm there for you daily. One of my other favorite things is just the support is what's cool about the mastermind is you can take up as much support space as you need, but also like I said, like on hard weeks, you can just sit back. You can just scroll through what the other women are asking and be like, oh my God, I wanted to ask that question too, right? It's really the full benefits of being held and supported without the obligation, right? There's no obligation. You can just show up. You can just be yourself. Maybe on one week, you're like have 17 questions. Maybe the next week, you don't have any questions, right? And I can really ebb and flow with you and pace with you and your business. And that's what you need. Like when you're at the point of like really working towards 6 figures, multi-6 figures, you don't need a course. Like you really need someone to pace with you. And that's what this program can do. I also love that this program gives you less work. People always say like, how much time do I need to do the mastermind? I like to say like this mastermind is actually going to help you work less and save you time, right? Because often in the mastermind calls, you'll realize that your plan was far too complex. Money loves simplicity. So often you'll be like, oh, it's that easy, or, oh, I could do it this way, right? Getting ideas from your mastermind sisters that simplify it, right? Being able to make decisions instead of spinning on a decision for a week, you're able to make it in 10 minutes on the pod call, right? The girls often do co-working calls on our off weeks. And so just being able to get stuff done. And then I'm a big proponent of if there's a mastermind call and we have a little time left at the end, I'll give you guys like a little action challenge and give you some time right there to do some of the sales and money making work. Also in our workshops, I always say like, don't put this on your to-do list for later. Like, let's get this done now. Let's make our quarterly plan together, right? I also love that the mastermind has the most grounding energy, and I wish I could take credit for all this, but truly it is the women in this program. And I think because often the women return to the program, it is just the most solid feeling group of women I have ever felt online. And I don't say that lightly. It is the most regulating space. And as women, we carry so much in our business, right? We're carrying our clients, our family, everything. So being able to come on a pod call and instantly feel peace, instantly feel at ease, being able to just go into Slack, maybe at 11 p.m. when you're having trouble sleeping and need to vent something out, right? Like having that space is everything. Even on the weeks you don't use it, knowing that it's there, knowing that you're supported really helps you make money in a deeply sustainable way through the ups and downs of life and business. Here's the thing. Over the 6 months that we're together, maybe one of those months you're going to go on vacation. Maybe one of those months you're going to have a hard thing happen in your life. But the cool thing is that through the ups and downs, you're able to get consistent results because it's a long-term container, because it's these 6 months, right? Because for me, I love making plans in my business like 6 months at a time. It's a little bit less than a year because I think so much changes in our life. And so I like to give my clients the option, like, do you want to renew? Do you want to go a different direction, right? Do you want to, and even for my clients to return, like, do you want to keep focusing on this thing or should we shift it, right? But I think when we are going after big results in our business, we have to have that longer term commitment and trajectory, right? Like, yes, make a goal for your month, but I really think about like your quarter, your half year are really the metrics you need to start thinking, because you're investing your time and energy a little bit longer term, right? You're telling your business like, hey, I'm in it for 6 months. Like, this is what I want. And you're able to get a little bit bigger results, right? Maybe you're wanting to launch a group program. Maybe you're wanting to hire team members. Maybe you're wanting to, do travel. Like these sort of things in preparing our business take time, but actually not that much time, right? Maybe not even a year. So I really love that, that length, I feel. I also really just love, so in this program, I do include prompts and materials and like little nudges, right? Like little modules around like, okay, work this on your money mindset, or hey, have you thought about marketing your offer this way? Or here's some scripts and templates for writing visibility and sales posts. So there's plenty resources and templates to make life easier. But I always say that is, and it comes to your inbox every week to nudge you. But I always say, like, I also will point you to the things that you most need, right? So the idea is it's never overwhelming. It really is something where you can come and it can fit around your business. It can fit around your life. And I have seen this program produce magical results for clients, like 6 figures, multi-6 figures, again, on that 3-day work week. Right? Because these are women that are heart-centered, have so many different businesses, virtual assistants, coaches of all different types. But what I find in common is these women are all heart-centered, hardworking, compassionate, kind, and it's really the best place that I know online to get your business to 6 figures plus in a really sustainable, heart-centered way. I also have a private podcast that talks more about some of the steps that I teach in the mastermind. And on the last one, I also share more specific client stories and results. So make sure you check that out. But a great way to connect with me if you're interested in my coaching, interested in the mastermind, is to sign up for a free CEO session. This is 20 minutes of me just coaching you and just really getting clear on what's holding you back from creating your 6-figure, multi-6-figure year on a 3-day work week. And you can also ask me questions about the mastermind, but either way, I am happy to support you and give you some free coaching as you are figuring out what is next for you, right? In 2025, it is not easy to build a business and to do it around your beautiful, thriving life, but I've seen women do it again and again. And it's my biggest honor, my biggest joy to be able to support you around these conversations about money, about visibility, about being present for your family, about growing your impact and really creating a business that doesn't just serve you this year, but is really set up to keep growing and scaling and being sustainable and being able to fuel you and flood you with energy. The reason I call this the Sell with Heart Mastermind, and then I'll wrap up with this, is I really feel like sales is the skill that 100% has gotten me everything that I wanted in life, right? Really freedom to leave situations that weren't serving me, buying my house, buying my car, all of it is because I was able to figure out selling in a heart-centered way. Like that skill set, I think, is the number one skill set that all heart-centered entrepreneurs need to master. And that's why I devote so much of this mastermind to supporting you with that skill, right? It is different than your skill set of running your business. It really is a different skill set. And so that's why talking about that and training about that, in addition to money mindset and team and systems, right? I feel like is the thing that gets women to 6 figures, multi-6 figures with ease. So that's why I devoted this topic to it years ago. And honestly, it is still just as relevant today. If you're interested, sign up for a call. I would love to chat with you. Okay. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your week. And as always, thank you for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out today. Please hit that subscribe button so you can make sure to stay updated anytime a new episode drops. And I would love for you to join me in my free Facebook community. It's called the Heart Centered Entrepreneur. We discuss the podcast episodes. I regularly go live and do free trainings. And you may even meet your newest biz bestie. So you can join at heartcenteredcommunity.com. It's absolutely free, and I cannot wait to see you in there.